I'm and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of tag that's been going around in the booktube community recently. This challenge was created by Gina Stanyer from Gina Stanyer Books, and basically the idea is to talk about what's cheering you up right now, what's making your day feel well. And I love the idea of this video just because it's talking about positive things, especially in a world that, like many people have made this video before me have said, it's a difficult world to live in sometimes. So it's really nice to have this more positive thoughts about things that are really making life better and good right now. The first thing that's really cheering me up right now is my faux fire that I have. So when I moved into an apartment, I knew that obviously you can't have a fireplace and there's so much you can do to put on like ambiance on a computer. But if I'm working on my computer, then I can't really see that ambiance. And I love the idea of like cozy ambiance. So I bought from Amazon when I first moved into my apartment this faux fireplace. It's just this tiny fake light fireplace. It doesn't warm anything up. It's just for aesthetic purposes. And I absolutely love it. We have it on the kind of bookcase that's underneath our TV, and I just have it on so much, even when it is on the hotter days. Like last week it was super hot. Even on the hotter days, it's just so nice to have it on and have that cozy atmosphere. The next thing I've been really enjoying is what I'm holding in my hand now, which is tea. I went through a phase when I was in college this last semester after I got married, where I stopped drinking tea mostly. I shouldn't say that. I should say I went from drinking tea like 3 or 4 cups a day to maybe drinking 1 every other day, which is still a lot more than most people, I think, drink tea, but it was a lot less for me. And since I graduated from college these last couple weeks, I've been really enjoying getting back into drinking a lot of tea. The next thing that is really cheering me up right now is dogs, and in particular, the 2 dogs that are in my life that I love so much, and that is Mia and Tally. Mia is my mother's dog that I kind of grew up with. We got her when I was 15, and she is currently going to be 13 this year, and she is such a sweetheart. She just battled, I guess, in the sense that a dog can. She just battled skin cancer. We had to take her into surgery, and she's been recovering these last couple months. So it's been great to see her recover and doing a lot better and having so much of her energy back, and she's cleared of cancer currently, so it's really exciting. And then the other dog is my sister's dog. A strange story about her is my husband, well, someone brought her into the store my husband works at, and they found her just on the road. So my husband, well, he was my fiance at the time, he took her home, and my sister and her husband ended up adopting Tally is her name. We named her after a Mass Effect character from video games. And Tally is the craziest dog. The vets estimate her to be around a year to a year and a half. So she's older, she's still a puppy, but she's almost full grown, but she is the sweetest little girl. I try to walk her 5 times a week, and Tally is just the sweetest but craziest dog. She is full of energy and she loves chewing things, which is an issue. So just being around these 2 dogs just brightens up my day. Like, it makes me so happy. The next thing, again, is a more human thing, is my husband. It has been 3 months since I got married, and I've just been loving having my husband around all the time. It's funny because like we didn't live together before we were married, so we didn't have that where we got used to living together. So it's definitely been a challenge to learn to live together and learn what the other person needs, and like alone time or like time to do their own stuff. There's a lot of learning how to like live together, but it has been so incredible having my husband around all the time. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, I know I can go to him and just say, hey, can you help me with this? And yeah, the other day he found me a USB drive to help me transfer files from my old laptop. So it's just in little things, I feel like I'm so grateful. And yeah, it's just really cheering me up to have him around, especially when I'm down. I can always go to him. The last thing in general is I'm curious, for those of you who have gone to college, things change a lot after college. Because you're used to being in like an academic setting. Now I did take a couple years off, well, I guess more like 4 years off, between my associate degree and my bachelor degree, but it's strange to be out of academia now, and what's really cheering me up is being able to explore history on my terms, because as well as literature. So when I was in my creative writing degree, my 2-year associate's degree, I really felt kind of put in a box that I had to write what the teachers wanted me to write. And I felt the same thing when it came to history. I had to research the topics that my teachers wanted me to research. And that was definitely difficult for me because I like to just explore what I'm into. If I'm super into World War II, I just want to delve in books about World War II. If I'm super into like Korean history, I want to delve into books about Korean history. And when you're in college and you have so much time put into reading the books, the history books that they want you to, you don't have as much time to devote to like your own passions and reading. So it's really cheering me up right now to just read a lot of the, like, whether it's history books or historical fiction or like topics on history that I wanted to learn about in the past, but I've never had time to, because I've always been trying to focus on, whatever historical era I'm learning about in that particular class that I'm taking in college. So that's really cheering me up right now. Also having to do with getting married and moving into my own place is being able to organize everything according to my organization. My husband doesn't really care about organization. Like, he has a lot of stuff, but like if I organize it a specific way, he doesn't really care. So I've been really enjoying having a place of my own. I have the kitchen organized exactly how I like, and if I find like an organization isn't working for me, I just can reorganize it myself. I don't have to like worry about upsetting the person I'm living with because my husband doesn't really care. So what's cheering me up right now is having my own home, being able to do meal planning. So that's been really cheering me up right now. The last thing, obviously, I think all of us are answering this, is books. Books are always cheering me up. I've been really getting into this month reading a lot of mysteries, a lot of historical mysteries, a lot of historical books in general, whether it's nonfiction or fiction, and it's just been making me very happy. So, yeah, I've been in a really good mood this month. Also, finally, I keep adding things to the list because I'm like, oh yeah, I should include that. One thing that's cheering me up right now is just the bookish community. I have just adored being part of the BookTube community over the last a little over a year now. I've been loving being part of BookTube. And whether it is other booktubes or like just the bookish community of commenters that don't actually run a booktube account. And I love hearing like very different opinions, very different thoughts, people who have very different passions about books. And it's just really interesting it's really like happy and positive to see all the very different thoughts within the BookTube community. So I've been really enjoying it. I mean, BookTube in general, just watching everyone's videos. There's quite a few BookTubers, and I feel bad because I rarely can find time to watch every single one of every BookTuber I'm subscribed to, their videos. I'm nearing almost 700 subscribers right now, which is really exciting. There's a lot of things in my life that's cheering me up right now, as you can tell because I've been smiling this entire video. I'd love to know what's cheering you up right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe. I post every Saturday and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!